Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. This basketball season, goddamn it. Nah, I'm playing. What's going on, people? It's your boy Woozle, aka Woopak, aka the Hip Hop Kaiju Gamer. And folks, matter of fact, I'm turning my hat back on this one, fam. We here to review NBA Live 19. Where to start? Alright, well, you know what? We're gonna talk about the positives because the game is not bad. It just needs still a little bit of work, but it has come a ways since a few of the patches, whatever. That's kind of, I'm not gonna say that's kind of why I waited on this review, because I've honestly been playing just games under the sun and I just didn't set time to do this. But since these patches did kind of sway my review in a better direction to where it was going to go initially. So NBA Live 19 it's not a huge step away from NBA Live 18. I still feel like it's about NBA Live 18.5, but that 0.5 is still a difference. It's still a pretty fun and good alternative to 2K in some aspects. Let's talk about some of the goods. So you can make female characters in the game, which is also a dope feature because, you know, we do have female hoopers like who play games and shit like that who will give a grown-ass man buckets. I've seen it and experienced this firsthand, and I ain't gonna talk about it, fam. So that's also dope, but there's also negative with that I'm gonna touch on a little bit later that, you know, kind of disappointed me. The live events, they're back in full effect, still fun. Just make sure you play with your friends, don't play with randoms. The live events are fun, you know, you still get the rewards for, you know, different boxes for gear and things like that. I don't think that they have the bathing ape, the pink dolphin and stuff yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not sure if they've had that in the game yet. Still, absolutely no microtransactions in the game whatsoever. Whatsoever is the microtransactions. Everything that you get in the game or in the game, you get by playing the game, which is a huge plus. A huge plus, fam. That is greatness. So, the court battles. So, this is a positive and negative at the same time. So, court battles is basically like, you know, court conquer in like I don't want to say court conquer in 2K, but basically, I don't know a game that's had this, but I'm pretty sure there is one, but I can't remember. But basically, you create your own court. Oh, NBA Street. That's the game I was thinking of. Remember NBA Street Volume 3, where you can play, you can like customize your own court or whatever, and like you make your own rules and things like that. Like they basically have that in this game, which was dope. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm let down later on. You basically customize the look of the court, the rules. Like you can actually set it up on some BS. So you could have that way your team was all 90s. So like you basically like get like different players through doing certain challenges and events, where you can like purchase them like in like the little live thing or whatever. And you basically have like all 90s, and you have like one of the rules where they have to play like with all 65s or 70s or all point guards, and you have all centers type shit. You could make it on some BS, which is pretty fun. You can also go on other people's courts from like your friends, like online randoms or whatever, and like conquer their court and get the bonuses and things like that. The different builds you could experiment with, they have that in the game, and it's more in depth than last year. Because last year we remember it was like just simple, like you could either choose wing scorer, slasher, defender, wing defender, things like that. This time it's a little bit more pick and choose your poison type thing. So you could be like with one of my characters. I have two characters. I have a LeBron build, who is a small forward. Where I'm like a playmaking small forward, something like that type of stuff. And I also have another one which is like a Vince Carter build. And here's the thing, here's like the dope thing about this. So you have like, I think it's either two, I think it's just two. So you have two different play styles. Within those play styles, you have another play style. Hear me out. So for my LeBron build, you know, he's a small forward who could basically slash, shoot a little bit, but his whole thing is like to set other people up. Along with that, since I'm at the small forward, it comes with the Magic Johnson coin type build. So I could switch between if I want to play more like a Magic, which has its own sets of bonuses, or LeBron, which has its own sets of bonuses. When I have my Vince Carter, I could either be a Vince Carter type build, where like I'm just offense, I'm on the go, I'm slashing, I'm shooting, I'm doing my thug fizzle. Or I could be a DeMar DeRozan type build, where I can play defense, and I can still get buckets type thing. That's pretty dope. And they have that for each position from point guard all the way to center. That's incredible. It gives players more options to experiment with, you know, what they want to play with. You also have enough people to, enough like save slots to experiment with. Another thing that's dope. What am I missing? What am I missing? Microtransactions, I covered that. A slight improvement to the dribbling. There's a lot of dribble animations in this game, from the behind the back nutmeg. If you don't know what the nutmeg is, it's basically when I throw it behind my back in between your legs. The Sham God nutmeg, the crossover nutmeg, all this. That is a dope feature. They also added the fake behind the back where I ain't gonna lie, it depends on how you do it. You're not always carrying the ball. I'm keeping it 100 with you. Some people say you're always carrying it, you're really not. But the way they have it, you are carrying, because you're basically having the ball like this and you're going behind your back like this and then throwing it back out. That's, nigga, you're damn near Millie rocking with the shit. But you are type of carrying with that, but they added that into the game at the point of this review, which is dope. So there is a skill gap to the dribbling, where not everybody can do the dribble moves for one, which is a bonus. So like if you have like a certain level of dribbling in like your build, you can do the animations. But if you're Shaq, you can't do this. You're fucking Paul Gasol, you're not doing these type of moves. Like, your player needs to be a certain type of build and have a certain amount of attribute in order to do most of these cool ass dribble moves, which takes skill as well. Like, I struggle with it, but shout out to my man Trey. He actually has videos on how to show you how to do some of these moves, which will probably help you. I'll leave a link in the description box. But things like that, you feel what I'm saying, which is dope. There's a slight improvement to the movement. It still feels like a little bit robotic-y, like you still feel kind of like stuck in your ways, still feels like a little soapy, but it is a little better from 2K18. It has made a slight improvement. That's about it as far as the goods goes that I could think about. The hair customization still needs work, because while it does have more hair customization options, you can't choose your color and length and things like that some people would want to do for their player. Damn, that took forever to get out of my system. Now, let's talk about the bad. So, the core battles are not what we thought. You are still playing CPU. What we all thought the core battles would be was like we could squad up with like 5 of our friends, 3, 4, 5 of our friends. We could go to like another person's court and battle them on their court for respect, buckets, and get a reward from it. As like, we all thought that, because that seemed like a good idea and like a whole lot of fun for us to be able to do that type of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But no, we're just playing the CPU all over again. Like, they basically pick their squad, set them there, and then that's it. You're not playing against anybody online. That's not fun. Like, that, we want to be able to play online against people on their own court and dominate them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what we want. But we did not get that with court battles the way that we thought. Also, a positive at the time of this review is that you can finally go to your personalized court and have a shoot around with your player and understand your build as far as like his animation, his movements, his jumper, all that. It also has the damn like little help bar that shows you how to like what moves to try and things like that. Like, give you like a quick little tutorial from basic to expert. That is dope. So live, you get a plus track. We asked for that last year. We finally got it this year. So that's another positive. With another thing that's bad about this, they still have canned animations. I'm actually going to show y'all a clip where I hit a game winner that should not have went in. Watch right here. I shouldn't have made that shot at all. I basically threw that up and it still went in. So the inside layups, while they said they did patch them, not entirely, because I should have missed that, and I should have missed that wholeheartedly. Like, I knew I should have missed that. They still have some canned animations, like where you'll get random momentum going in for a dunk. Your layups will just go in all type of awkward. They just need real work with just the mechanics and ball physics and things of that sort. Their driving to the lane is still just broken and overpowered, because you can see in some of this gameplay that I'm just getting to the lane butt naked nasty with no repercussions for doing some of this. Randoms are still obnoxious and toxic. As you can see in some of this gameplay in the back, when I said anybody with red hair dreads, I'm not playing with you. people still play hero ball where it's going to take threes, they're going to dribble into the lane, they're going to do everything in their power just to not pass the ball and be all for one. Not one for all. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not... God damn. And along with that, let me just touch on this real quick. A best way to punish randoms in live and get them to stop doing this is how in 2K, if your teammate grade goes down to an F, you're kicked out. So you play attention to an AI. They don't have that in live. You can basically play shitty the whole time and nothing bad happens to you at all. They need to implement some type of system like that within live. That way people will stop playing like dickheads and play like basketball players. Not even basketball players. Just play like normal functioning people and not like an asshole. Like, it's pretty simple. Like, that's just what we want. Pass the rock. Move it. If you're getting covered, double team, pass it. There's two on you, somebody's open. If you can't get by your guy or whatever, even off of a screen, pass the ball. It's okay. You'll eventually touch it again. We're going to 21, bro. Plenty of points to be had here, but they need to do something about these randoms who just feel like shooting everything and driving to the lane because it's broken. They need to fix that. There's still no ability to fully customize your character. What do I mean by this? The face scan app, I couldn't get it to work as far as me transferring my face to my game. It wasn't happening, fam. And my face scan, y'all actually seen the tweet when I actually put it out. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. But I was like, yeah, whatever, who cares? Let me put my face on. It didn't even work. But aside from that, I want to fully customize my face. Like, maybe I could just move the nose up a little bit. That way get it somewhat around my area of like how I look, or a decent generalization of it. Right? But you still can't do that. You still have these preset faces that were the same from last year that you can't really do anything with. They need to do something about that. Same thing with the hair that I talked about. You can't change your hair color the way you want to. Basically, every preset hair has a preset hair color. Things like that. Y'all need to give us more customization options for our players. This is what we want as a community as well. We want better animations, better gameplay, a punishment for toxic players, and customization for our characters. Like, I want to be able to just to have fun with my character, right? There's no complete leap from NBA Live 18. Like I said, it's just 0.5. It did make improvements. It did make some type of strides, but did not take the gigantic leap that we want at Live yet. Like, we still want that pro-am, rec type game mode or whatever, right? And they might be wary of it. They might be scared of it because they don't want to compete with 2K. But here's the thing: competition's good. So if you have that on your game, that's still another avenue or a different game mode that we could play and enjoy. You feel what I'm saying? It gives us more options. Like, because we're competitive. We want to play competitively online against other people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that would be fun. That'd be enjoyable. Make more people enticed to play your game. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we need. But on to the woman thing. Remember how I said that you could play as a woman and you could customize your own female character? That is phenomenal. That is dope, right? But here's the problem with that. You can't play in the WNBA as a female character. We need that too, fam, because you can play in the NBA as a male character. You also do like the little street league or whatever, upgrade your character. On top of that, another positive. Let me flip back real quick to the positive. You have different levels of rep from like your live events to like your NBA to your like your street or whatever. So like each type of level up that you get unlocks another type of tier for like customization options and bonuses in like the game, which is dope. But you can't play in the WNBA as a female character. They need to add this. On top of that, the face scans need work in this game as well, because there's still like for like the women characters at least, you like there's not an entirely difference in like all of the female characters. Like someone like had the preset face that you could get in the game. Same, like even with some of the dudes in the game too, because you can see Tyson Chandler in the game. That doesn't entirely look like Tyson Chandler, fam. Like, they need to work on these type of things. They need to work on this. But overall, let's go ahead and get down to the goods and bads. So here's some of the goods, here's some of the bads. I'm gonna point to the good and mean to the bad by accident, whatever. I would say for this title right here, if you did not purchase the NBA Live 18 last year, wait for a price drop on this game. I do want to support competition, And I'm all for it. That way it makes 2K be the best game that it should be, and NBA Live will continue to strive and move forward. I would say for this game right here, wait for a price drop. Wait for the price to come down, catch it on sale, whatever. But do not pay for this game at full price yet. They have not taken that step yet or that leap. I would not say skip the game entirely. I feel like they're still patching and implementing new things that would make people want to play it and come back to it. But it's just not worth a full 60 yet. It's just not there yet. But wait for that price drop. Like I said in my 2K review, fucking sales and shit are around the corner. We all know this game's gonna go on sale. Cop when it goes on sale. Support that competition. Still making those strides in order to be a better game. I'd say support them, but when it goes on sale, definitely cop, because it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. It's just a game that needs work. It just still needs bugs. It still needs fixes and tune-ups or whatever. That way it can be the best game that it should be. Like I said, by Live 2020, I feel like that's going to be better, if not as good as 2K, in my opinion. This your boy Woozilla. I hope y'all enjoyed this review. But we out. Peace.